Good morning, students. Now, as I discussed under the vector calculus, we have already gone through in my previous videos, that is Green's theorem and then Gauss divergence theorem, line integral. In the same connection, today I am going to present the Stokes theorem. Now, let us look what is the statement of Stokes theorem. Actually, the Stokes theorem gives a relation between a line integral and surface integral. So this is a relation between line integral and surface integral. You know better what is the line integral and what is the surface integral. The Stokes theorem is nothing but, again I am repeating, the connection, relation between line integral and surface integral. What is the statement, mathematical statement of Stokes theorem? If capital S is an open surface bounded by a simple closed curve C, and if vector F, this is vector F is continuous, having continuous partial derivative in S and C, then this relation, you look this relation, it is a under the closed curve C, F dot dr is equal to under double integral over the surface S curl F dot n, that is the normal ds. You know this, this is the surface, this double integral, where C is transverse in the positive direction. The symbol phi, this you know, this is the well known symbol, again I am repeating the same, is the symbol. This symbol phi indicates that the line integral is taken over a closed curve. Okay. So now, if yes, capital S is the region R in the xy plane bounded by the simple closed curve C, then this, you know, this normal unit normal vector, this will be vector K is the outward unit normal. Then in that case, Stokes theorem in the plane may be written as this: F dot dr is equal to under the double integral over the region R curl F dot dk dr, and we are familiar with this. This is nothing but Green's theorem. So this is a particular case of Stokes theorem, and the symbol of this indicate that the line integral is taken over a closed curve. So in this sense, we have seen if this is the particular case, the Green's theorem is also a particular case of Stokes theorem. So now, what is the Cartesian form of Stokes theorem? As we discussed in the Green theorem also. You let F is equal to F on I plus F2j plus F3k, then the curl F. You know how to calculate the curl. This is the way to calculate the curl: ijk del over del x, del over del y, del over del z. That is the partial derivative with respect to x, y, and z. And these are the planes f1, f2, and f3. That may be any x, y, z for f1, any x, y, z function for f2 and f3 also. So if f dot dr is f1, जब आप dot ले लेंगे, then you will get this f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. The Cartesian form of Stokes theorem may be written as, now you put inside the integral, then you will get this is equal to, you will get this, you can write like this, it del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z dy dz plus del f1 by del z minus del f3 by del x dz dx. Here you just look, if these are the related, कि जो यहाँ डिनोमिनेटर में होगा उसी वही यहाँ होगा इंटीग्रल के इंटीग्रेंट. Now similarly there, and plus del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y dx dy. In this way you can write the vectorial form. Now what is the plane? Stokes theorem in plane, and that is equivalent to, again as I said, that is Green theorem. How? You let F is equal to pi plus qj and R is xi plus yj, and then dr, of course you will write dr as dxi plus dyj. Then F dot dr is p dx plus q dy, you will get this, and curl you will define like this: ijk and the partial derivative, and then pq0, because here there is no coefficient of k, vector k, then because of that, that is 0. So in this way, we have already discussed in the previous PPT, you will get this all the 0, and you will get only this curl F is equal to del q by del x minus del p by del y. So in this case, you can say the Stokes theorem in the plane becomes like this. It is p dx plus q dy is under the double integral dx dy, which is the Green theorem. Okay, so in this way you have established कि this is nothing but Green theorem. So now the important facts about the Stokes theorem, as I said, कि for engineering student the proof is not required. So I am not going to address the proof part of Stokes theorem. We will discuss only the how to verify Stokes theorem, and some more problems may be asked. But there is no proof of Stokes theorem. I am not going to present. Although for MSc mathematics and BSc mathematics student that may require. So it is suggested if those students are my viewers, they can look separately the proof of Stokes theorem. But for engineering student, there is no need of proof of Stokes theorem. Okay, so Stokes theorem can be regarded as a higher dimension. This is regarded as a higher dimension version of Green's theorem. You can say we have already seen that this is nothing but higher dimension version of Green's theorem. Green's theorem relates a double integral over a plane region D to a line integral around its plane boundary curve. We have already seen during discussion of Green's theorem. While that Stokes theorem relates a surface integral over a surface S to a line integral around the boundary curve of S, a space curve. Okay, so this is the difference between Green and Stokes. Now, oriented surface with unit normal vector n, then the orientation of S induce the positive orientation of the boundary curve C. If you walk in the positive direction around C, around the curve, with your head pointing in the direction of unit vector upward, that is I will show in figure, then the surface will always be on your left. You look, the surface will be always be on your left. Okay, so this is already there. The theorem is named after a Irish mathematician, the mathematical physicist Sir George Stokes. Because of that, because of his name, we call it Stokes theorem. Stokes theorem relates line integral of vector field to surface integral of vector field. So these are the some facts about the, although this figure is not very clear, but you can look this region and the surface, and if you are moving from here, then it is already, as I said, the surface will be always at the left. You are moving, this direction is showing, you are moving on this, then surface is always at the left. Now, just you go through, as I said, the example is required to verify the Stokes theorem. So I have taken one example, go very quickly. He verifies Stokes theorem for f is equal to y minus z plus 2, iota plus yz plus 4, j minus xzk, where s is the surface of the cube, x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, z is equal to 0, and z is equal to 2, above the xy plane. Then how you can solve the problem? Let us look the solution. Regarding to Stokes theorem, first of all, we have to write the statement. That is, this under the closed curve C f dot dr is line integral is equal to surface integral. This S curve f dot n dx. Then just you calculate what is f, what is given. Given is f. F is already given. This is given condition from here. It is already given here. So now we will calculate the curl f. The curl f, it is easy to calculate. I is a k, del over del x, del over del y, del over del z, and then you write all the three. Means here y minus z plus 2, then here yz plus 4, and here minus xz. Then just this is the you expand this. So after expansion you will get, just to look, the 0 minus y minus j minus z minus 1, plus you will get in the result you will get minus y iota plus z minus 1 j plus minus k. Now we shall compute this. After this, only this form you have written curl f and you have calculated the value. So now, given S is the open surface consisting of 5 faces of the cube. Just to imagine, the cube has 6 faces. So just keeping one, and this method is very unique, I am telling you. If you concentrate on this lecture, then certainly you will very easily you can solve, verify the Stokes theorem. There are many ways, but one way, and this is the simplest way I assume, if you learn this, then at least you will be able to solve verification of Stokes theorem. So what I am saying here, keeping one face aside, just you go for 5 faces of the cube except the base face. Base face को हमने अभी थोड़े समय उसकी बात नहीं करते हैं, उसकी बात बाद में करेंगे. दैट इज ए प्लेन मेयरली, इसलिए हम उसको बाद में कंप्यूट करेंगे। तो दिस सरफेस कैसे हो गया कि इस सरफेस को हम वी हैव डिवाइडेड द 5 सरफेसेस, S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. Then how we will compute? This is the main main important part of this course here. Just to look this figure. Okay, there is some changes there, but you look the figure. This is a faces you can look very easily. I have divided the faces. This is face 1. So this face, just to look, is the S1. S1 means this face means I will note here. You suppose that this is A, this is B, this is E, this is F. So this S1 stands for A, B, E, F. Okay, in one board form I will put some problem, then with complete the notes of the edges I will show this figure again in there, so student can look. But here you can suppose this surface is S2 surface. So just to look S2 is this is OCD. Well, this surface is S2, this surface is S2. Okay, so now this surface is S3, this whole surface is S3. Similarly, this surface is S4, this whole surface is S4, and this surface, this whole surface is S5. And I have kept this S, just to look, O, A, B, C. O means this is O, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Means this is the base surface. Just to look, this is the base surface. So this base surface is we have taken, we will calculate separately. So except this, these all are the surfaces. Okay, and this, you look, this is I, this is J, this is K, this is trad. This is along x-axis, this is J along y-axis, and K along z-axis. So now you look, you have to calculate all these parameters in a tabular form. So I have made this tabular form as I discussed in green also. If this is faces, the faces S1 stands for that face which I have shown you in the this diagram of U. So this equation is, you look, equation it is already given, that is x is equal to 2, and outward क्या होगा उस surface के लिए, so that is along the x, means that is iota, this is vector iota, and then this minus है, the equation क्या होगा यहाँ, this is minus y. What is the value of ds? That is dy dz. Similarly, you will have the second surface, that is also along this direction but opposite. It means x is equal to 0, minus iota, y again, and dy dz along with respect to x. Okay, so there is no x term. Okay, similarly you go next, S3, y is 2, it is given already in the problem. Z is equal to minus 1, and then dx dz. S4 is also along y, this y is equal to 0, minus j, and minus z minus 1, dx dz. And the last surface is S5, that is z is equal to 2, k minus 1, dx dy. So with the figure, if you will study, that will be clear. There will be no problem. That is quite easy to look. Now we have to calculate. It means S1 we have to calculate as per the table, previous table. The S1 means this. You look, the integral is from 0 to 2, and again 0 to 2. The equation is minus y, the minus y dy dz, and on calculation of this double integral, you will get minus 4. Similarly, you have to go and calculate this S2. S2 again, since the direction is same, the 0 to 2, 0 to 2, y dy dz, and the value will be 4. Now, finally you get S3. S3 will be 0 to 2, 0 to 2, z minus 1, dz dx, and this value will be 0 after putting the value. S4, you will get 0 to 2, 0 to 2, minus z minus 1, then dz dx, and the value here also you will get 0. Just you go through and calculate. This is the double integral merely. Now S5, S5 you will get again 0 to 2, 0 to 2, minus 1 dx dy, and you will get minus 4. It means in nutshell, the combination of all the 5 integral, you will get minus 4 plus 4 plus 0 plus 0, minus 4 is minus 4. So this, you will keep this as an equation number 1. So now we shall now compute the line integral over the simple closed curve. Okay, so the bounding the surface consisting of the edges OA, AB and BC and CO in Z is equal to 0 plane. As I said कि इसको हमने अभी बेस को एक्सेप्ट कहा था. तो नाउ दिस is O, A, B, C. So now we are going to talk about this base surface, that is O, A, B, C. Yes. So now FBR is equal to along OA, then plus along AB, plus along BC, plus along CO. So now this is equal to, you have you know, y minus z plus 2 iota plus yz plus 4j minus xzk dot dxi plus dyj plus dzk, and you will get the value y plus 2 dx plus 4 dy. So now along OA, along the line OA, you have to look the figure again, then y is 0. So dy is 0, and if dy is 0, then f dot dr is twice dx, and x varies from 0 to 2. You mind it, x varies from 0 to 2. Then you will get 0 to 2, 2 dx is 4. On along AB, similarly x is 2, so dx is 0, and f dot dr is 4 dy, and y varies from 0 to 2. Then here, after integration, you will get 8. Now, after again on BC, y is 2, so dy is 0, and f dot dr is 4 dx, and x varies from 2 to 0. Then this integral, you will get minus 8. On CO, x is 0, so dx is 0, and f dot dr is 4 dy, and y varies from 2 to 0. Then in this case, CO integral CO, you will get minus 8. Therefore, just you combine all this line integral. The value of line integral will get 4 plus 8 minus 8 minus 8 is minus 4. Now, you can keep this equation number 2. Then it is easy to look if from equation 1 and 2, both the integral are same. The value is minus 4. It means, hence, Stokes theorem is verified. So this is the easiest. I have taken this. This is a big problem, and only I have taken this problem because there should be no. If you have done this problem, then the shorter problem you can do very easily. Okay, so now some more fact about the Stokes theorem. The Stokes theorem is also used for the interpretation of curl of a vector field. This theorem is quite often used in physics, especially in electromagnetism. So these are the practical application part of the Stokes theorem. The Stokes theorem and its generalized form are very important in finding line integral of some particular curve, and also in determining the curve of a bounded surface. In many engineering problems, sometimes it is required to find this line integral. If you have created that modeling or parameter, then you have to know what is the solution. The solution is the integration, proper integration you can do here. So this is already discussed. As I said, Stokes theorem, during the study of Stokes theorem, you have seen they are complement to each other. Stokes means Green's theorem also you can address with Stokes theorem. It means here in terms of circulation, Green's theorem converts the line integral to a double integral of the microscopic circulation. And the water turbine and cyclone may be an example of Stokes and Green's theorem. Green's theorem also used for calculating mass area and momenta to prove Kepler's law measuring the energy of steady currents. Electrodynamics is entirely based on Green's theorem. So in this way, this is the application part of Green's theorem, and in this way in vector calculus, if you have any interest in vector calculus, then you can look my playlist, and already we have discussed the Green's theorem, Gauss divergence theorem also, and then today we are discussing about Stokes theorem. The Green, Gauss and Stokes, these are the three great people. We never forget their contribution, and we should always be thankful to all the three great mathematicians, Green, Gauss and Stokes. So now with these words, I think I have completed the vector calculus. Only one PPT. After 2 days, I will develop that video, including some problems. So including those some problems we will develop, and we will put that video for the viewers. They can look their problem of vector calculus. So thank you very much. don't forget to share my channel and subscribe my channel, so that the new uploaded video you can be benefited with the material of the or content of the video. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stay safe.